this video, let me show you how to create a table with sortable rows. That is, we are going to make use of jQuery UI's sortable interaction to make the rows of the table sortable like this. So let's see how to create a table with sortable rows. So this is the web page I have created. I have already saved the title like table with sortable rows and also added reference to the latest jQuery and jQuery UI files. Now we need to have the table. So let me add the table. Then I want to have heading section. So let me add TR, and within this I want to have TH. The first one is ID, then again TH. The second one is name, and again one more heading with grade. So these are the heading values, ID, name and grade. Next we need to have actual data. So let me specify again TR, and within this we need to have TD. The first one is for ID, so let me specify 100. Then again another TD. Let the name be say Benjamin. Then again one more TD, and the grade let it be say B. Now let me copy this to have 4 more values or rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me just change these values 101, 102, 103 and 104. Let me change the names like Abel, Aaron, Sarah and Hannah. Let me change the grade to A+, then C, E and let this be say B+. Okay. So we have created a table here. Now let me save this and show you the output. See, this is how our web page is now looking like. Let me just style this table a bit. I'm going to add some borders for the rows and heading. Okay, so after this script section, let me add style, and first let me try to center the table. So let me specify table margin say 30px auto. Then let me specify a border for TD and TH elements. So here let me specify border 1px solid black, and also let me set a padding say 5px. Okay, now let me save this and show you. See, this is how our web page is now looking like. So what I want to do, I want to make these rows, not this heading row but the remaining rows sortable. So to give a hint to the user, let me make the cursor to be pointer type. Now when we move the mouse over this, the user will not be able to understand that these are sortable rows, right? So let me specify for the TR, that is for the table rows, let me specify cursor to be pointer. Now let me save this. See, pointer cursor is getting displayed. Now we have to make these rows sortable. So we are going to make use of jQuery UI's sortable interaction. So let me add the code, that is a script section, script, and let me add the document ready event, that is $document.ready, and within this let me write function, open and close parenthesis, open and close curly braces. And here what we need to do, we have to make this table sortable, that is the rows of the table sortable. So suppose I just specify $table.sortable. Will it make this rows sortable? No, let me show you. See, the whole table together becomes movable. So if there is another element here, we might be able to sort it, that is move it after that element. But we have to make these rows sortable. So what we need to do is that we have to specify table T body or T head as sortable. Suppose I specify table T body as sortable. What will happen? Now all these elements are added within T body. As we haven't specified separate T head or T body tags, all these rows are now within this T body element. Let me show you. Let me save this. See, I can even sort the heading section. I can sort the rows, but along with that, even this heading is getting sorted. So it should not happen that way, right? Only the rows should be sortable. So what we can do is that we can add this one in T head, that is the heading section in T head, this in T body. So let me add the T head first, T head, and let me cut this line from here and paste it over here, and this should be within T body. So let me add T body and cut these 5 lines from here and add it within the T body section. Now when we specify table T body, only these items will be sortable. Let me save this and show you. See, even if I am trying to move this heading section, it is not moving. Whereas let me try to move able towards the top. See, able, that is the second row became the first row now. Now if I specify this as the very first one, see, it is now movable. Now there is one more issue we have to solve. Suppose I try to drag this. See, the width of the rows is not aligned with the actual width. You could see here. If I move this towards this side, see, it is not actually the same as the original width. When I move it and place it, it becomes original width. But when I am moving it, see, the actual width and the current width is different. So what we are going to do is that we are going to make use of the helper option offered by sortable interaction to adjust the width, that is to make the width same even while moving. Hope you understand what I am trying to say here. When I move it, see the width of the cell with text Sara and also the grade E is now lesser than the actual width of these rows. So it is not looking good, right? So what we are going to do is that we are going to use the helper function. Let me show you. If you go to the jQuery UI's official website and go to sortable widget. So the sortable widget is having this many options, methods and events, and here you could see that a helper option is there. This option allows for a helper element to be used for dragging display. You can either set its value to clone, so the item will be cloned, and also you can use a function. So we are going to use this function which will return a DOM element to use while dragging. The function receives the event and the element being sorted. So we can get the element being sorted from this function as a parameter, and we are going to make use of that to calculate the actual width, and we will set that width as the width of the item while being dragged. Okay, so let's do that part now. It is actually easy to make the item sortable, but its appearance or functionalities need to be adjusted using different methods, options or events. So what we need to do here, we are going to make use of the helper function. So helper, and its value we are going to set it as a function which is having 2 parameters, the event as well as the item being sorted. That is, here you could see that the function receives the event and the element being sorted. So here we are going to get the rows. So let me specify rows here. You can give any name you want. Here I am specifying rows. And what we need to do, we actually have to get the cells value. So let me specify where original cells equals, to avoid confusion, let me just specify row, because it will be returning a single row that is being sorted. So how we can get the cells from the row? I can specify row.children. This method will return the cells. So when we are dragging this one, this will be the row or the element being sorted, and if I specify row.children, it will be this cell and this cell. So 3 cells will be there. Then let me specify where clone row, which means I'm going to create a clone for this row, okay, so that it will be a copy of this row. So to create a clone, let me specify equals row.clone. This is a jQuery method actually, clone, which will create a copy. So this is having the copy of this row. Okay. Next, what we need to do, we need to fetch all the child elements of this clone row, and the width should be set as the same as these cells values. Okay. So let me specify clone row dot children, which means it will be 3 cells or TD elements dot each. I'm going to run a loop. Then within this, let me specify function. And I want to get the index of all these cells, because as you could see here, the width of each item is different. The width is set so that it could accommodate the longest value. Here 101, 102, 103, all these values are having the same width. So the width is set to accommodate these values, and here the width is set to accommodate the longest value, which is Benjamin here. And for this column, the longest value is grade. The longest means the number of characters in terms of characters. So grade is having 5 characters. So to accommodate this word, this is the width set for this column. Okay. So what we need to do now, we should get the width of each of these columns. So what we can do for that, using index, we can fetch each item. Okay. Then inside the function, I'm going to set the width of $this means each TD element. Dot width, we are going to set the width. How we can get the width? We can get it from original cells. Original cells will be having 3 elements because it is having raw dot children. Dot EQ of index, which means that the index is actually fetched from here and which is having the same index. Dot width. Hope you understand this line of code. Actually, it is a bit confusing. We are getting the element being sorted from this row, and raw dot children means there will be 3 TD elements. So from this we can get the actual width. That is the width we need to set. And this clone row means we are creating a clone for this one, and for each of its child element, which means all the 3 child elements, for them we are setting the width. So $this dot width means the clone row's child elements width is set like original cells means the actual element being dragged. Dot EQ of index means there are 3 elements. So we need to get the width of each element. Dot width. This is a method which will return the width. Next, after this, that is after the loop, we need to return clone row. Now let me save this and check the output. Let me try to move this. See, we are having the exact width even while moving. You could see here, it is having the exact width. So let me try to just arrange them. Aaron in the alphabetical order. Abel, Benjamin, then Hannah and Sarah. So here you could see that now we are having the correct width, that is the same width even while it is being dragged. So what we have done here, we have used the helper option offered by sortable widget, and we can get the currently being sorted element from this function, and we have collected the original row and also created a clone row, and for the clone we have set the width using the original cell's width, and we are returning the clone we have created. So this is how we can create a table with sortable rows, and also we can make the width of the rows same even while dragging.